Hello, brothers and sisters. From what I've seen, my short presentation about the value Peter Obi would add to our nation if he takes up leadership gained a lot of traction. As you would recall, I made clear that I am not nominating Peter Obi to take up one of the positions of leadership in the Igbo community because Peter Obi is necessarily the smartest Igbo in the world. But as I made clear that at the present moment, Peter Obi has the potential to reach the widest, largest number of Igbos. I do not see any Igbo at the moment who speak and up to 20% of the Igbo population, especially that part of the population that can fund projects, mobilize other people, would listen to. I think Peter Obi is the man. And I'll get back to why I say that I will stand by him, shoulder by shoulder to shoulder. I think I have conducted more studies on the circumstances of the Igbo people and their culture more than anybody alive. I know what the Igbos will do and the circumstances of the Igbos will change overnight. I don't think most Igbos know this. So it will be my job and the job of my colleagues in Omenala and Defenders to selflessly be shunning out the programs and trust the Igbo people. When they say Nzobu Nzobu Eni Mba Eni and move forward, the world will change. The world will know that the special people have started moving again. The problem today is there is no direction, there is no purpose. And it happens in the life of any people. I've been in America for 9 years and I've been riveted on this society. It is what it is because those that set up what we know as the United States that came from Europe, had a goal. There was a culture that motivated them. Principal among the culture was rejection of the monarchy in Europe. So they had something saying this is where you would go. Democracy is one of those things. In our own case, what is motivating us? Our elites, what motivates them today is to make enough money to wear konkosa and be celebrated as Igbo billionaires. Nothing higher is motivating them. They are not motivated by, let us remove 1,000 Igbos from the streets. Let me eliminate prostitution from my obodo. Let me, as a pilot project, let me see if I can clear mosquitoes from my extended family. And I know these people, if they are pushed in the right direction, they will do all these and more. But there has to be somebody who will talk and everybody will listen. Imagine if it was Peter Obi that made the video I made and got 2,700 views. 1 million Igbos will follow. Even other Nigerians will follow. And I want to make it clear. If Igbos move forward and Nigerians move forward, it will be good for Igbos. And Peter Obi is that Igbo that Igbos will listen to and Nigerians will listen to because Nigerians are our neighbors. Even if we become an independent country, they are our neighbors. There's nothing that can be done about that. So, I will not stop making the call. I will not tell him to stand down his presidential ambitions. Because even if he's my son, he has his choices. But I'll tell him that, I'll keep on telling Peter Obi that there is also a vacant position that could be called the presidency of the Igbos. I will always say that the president of the World Jewish Congress is not less important than the position of the prime minister of the state of Israel. It depends on the man in that position at that particular time. As I reiterated or as I mentioned in our last presentation, the great Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, everything he did for the Igbos, he did it when he had not taken up a political public position. Zeke was most effective for the Igbos when Zeke was the president of the Igbo State Union. That was when he gave the Igbos a national anthem, gave the Igbos a flag, gave the Igbos a national day, and set in motion the University of Nigeria and Nsukka, ACB, if it was not formed while he was there. Immediately Zeke became the president of Nigeria. Zeke had no time for the Igbos. A lot of friends of mine have said, enter Ohaneze. You, Remy, enter Ohaneze, you have what it takes to be the president of Ohaneze one day. If I become the president of Ohaneze, I may not continue to function as the prophet, as a prophet. And I think the job of a prophet is even the most important job. David was able to lead Israel up to his 70th year because Nathan was there to guide him. Israel did not collapse completely under Saul because Samuel was there. So I do not want to take up positions that will derail me. But those people I have seen that they can mobilize our people. Like if Peter Obi wakes up tomorrow and says, brothers and sisters, let us forget this Okite for now. Let everybody go and revive their mothers and fathers in Bobo. If 1 million Igbos hear this, 1 million unemployed Igbos hear this, at least 10,000 will do what he said. And imagine when 10,000 Igbos revive their mothers in Bobo. And the same Peter Obi mobilizes his wealthy friends and those ones that are serious about reviving the Mbobo. They are giving grants and say, just stay in Igbo land, produce food. If 10,000 Igbos are in their farms in Igbo land has changed. If you get food independence, you have gotten 50% of independence. So we need a mobilizer. And may God Chukwu, may the Lord Chukwu touch the hearts of people like Peter Obi and every Igbo for that matter. We are potentially an extremely important people. God has a reason for placing us where he kept us. And I think I know some of the reasons. Some of the reasons is that God wants to show that since human beings have forgotten that they are one, and they are looking down on those that stayed near to the equator and became darker, I want to use this nation when it's tired of rejecting me to show that you are all brothers and sisters, because what the streams of humanity in other parts of the world have done, Igbos, by the way, did those things and they will do them again. Igbos were not called westernized because Igbo territory was found in Europe. It was called westernized because it was democratic. The Igbo society was democratic. Women were respected. People were working. People were ready to work. People were not begging. There was free market. You did not need permission from anybody before you started a business. That was why Henry Kissinger saw these people and said, this is a westernized people. Till tomorrow, my brothers and sisters don't understand why they were called westernized. But then it's the job of the prophet to explain these things. And Lord Chukwu Please protect the remnant of these precious people. Many have died. The generation or the population, our parents systematically, deliberately rebuilt after 1970. We have watched it wither away. Protect the remnant. Protect that land, because that land is vital. That land called Igbo land, it is there that we will showcase. It is there that it will be easiest for us to showcase that culture that enabled us not to have prostitution, destitute, beggars, at a time that there were beggars all over advanced Europe. And Chukwu, please open the ears of our people too, so that they will learn. At the same time, we want to say our righteous ancestors, starting from Abraham to those that produced us directly, we won't forget you, because if we forget you, our children will forget us. And may Chukwu listen to our prayers because of the most righteous ones among you, those that qualify to be called his friends. And on this note, I say, brothers and sisters, if you found yourself as an African American, as a Caribbean, as a Jew, as an Igbo, be safe and continue to keep faith and continue to fear the fear of Isaac. Thank you.